Hi, friends. I have some very special information to share with you now, and one of my most favorite. So, for all of you out there who are going to move into the psychic realm, the intuitive realm professionally, and even for those who are not, I think it's very, very important, almost imperative, that every day you start off with certain rituals, certain ways of behavior, to begin to have your mind open up in a certain way that becomes a habit. And when you do the work of a psychic, I find that you have to really open up that mind to a receptive state. And there are certain activities you can do, certain ways of thinking, certain ways of looking at the world around you, if you will, in order for you to open up the mind and to begin to be receptive to impressions. Remember, a psychic is someone who is in the knowingness. You are very aware of the knowingness. And when you're in that state of knowingness, then you receive impressions in that knowingness. But it has to be in that knowingness of truth and awareness of who you are. You don't think of these things. They're not part of the brain. They're not part of the mental capacity of you. It's really the language of your soul. So it's letting your soul speak to you and listening with your heart. Yes? So in order for that to happen, you really need to open up the soul, become aware of your soul, and celebrate that soul self. I find it's much easier to do this every single day in what I call a ritualistic kind of habit. So I'm just going to take this today, right now, from a point of view that you are a psychic and intuitive, and that you will today be working with some other person. You'll be working with somebody to do a reading for them, to have a session with them. And what do you do before the client gets to the house? I think it's really important to set things up, not only the space that you're in, but also your mindset, also you to receive the best way possible, that you can be at the highest potential possible to receive impressions, that the language of the soul, the voice of your soul, you're hearing your soul speak to you very clearly. So this is how it works. And I've done this for now close to 30 years, a little bit over 30 years. And anytime I do a reading, a session with somebody, I will really start with my mind, and I will sense in my mind, okay, I know I have an appointment at 2 o'clock in the afternoon or 11 o'clock in the morning. I will just set into my mind that sense of what am I going to do today, because I know that I have to be of service to another human being. I know that I have to be the best I could be. Now, whether I'm doing a reading session or even if I'm not during the day, I have gotten to a wonderful ritual, a wonderful habit, to the sense that, number one, I'm aware that I'm all energy. I am all energy, and because I'm all energy, I have to live that way. I have to live with the awareness that I am energy first and foremost. So what I will tend to do and share with you now are these little insights that I do in order to connect with that energy, with the realization of energy, and how to use and work with that energy when I'm doing a reading. The first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is I will go into the shower or the bath and I will cleanse myself physically. Yes? So why do we do that? We want to make sure any debris, any dirt, any leftover sweats or whatever you want to call that we've had for the day before is off us. We want to start the day, brand new day, in a brand new way. So in the shower or in the bath, when you've physically cleansed yourself, you feel, I feel very clean now. That's great. You've cleansed yourself physically. Now how about spiritually? Yes? Because you are first and foremost a spiritual being having this physical experience, not the other way around. So in the shower or in the bath, I'm going to visualize a beautiful golden light. And you can call that the source light, the God force energy. Whatever works for you is just fine. I just want you to place your mind in the awareness that you are part of this great being of light, this great source of light. And I do that with a beautiful golden light. And I imagine that or visualize that coming down through, if I'm in a shower, I'll visualize the taps of water hitting my head as gold light, as stardust, if you will, or sunlight. And it's coming into the body, illuminating every cell and every muscle in the body as I'm standing there. And that golden light will cleanse away and take away any psychic debris left over from other people. Because you all must remember and know that we walk in a sea of thought. All around us is energy, foreign energy from other people's desires, emotions. Remember, thoughts are like bullets, and they go to their target, right? They're all around us, all these energies. So you, being an empathetic person, a sensitive, may very well pick up on foreign energy. So what good are you to give a reading to somebody if you're covered with somebody else's energy? Because you know that that will be influencing very much this session that you have with your client. Would not be fair to the client. So as I'm standing there imagining this beautiful golden light coming into the muscles and the cells, I see them cleansing and taking away any of the debris, the thought forms, foreign energy from other people that is stuck in my cells around the body, within the body, any emotional upheavals, and I just have to imagine it. I don't necessarily have to know where it's coming from. All I know is I want to place myself in that pure golden light, that cleansing, if you will, and it takes away any debris, any psychic energy that does not belong to me. I imagine that psychic debris, that psychic energy, which does not belong to me, is coming out of my fingertips and out of my toes. And you might have visualized that with gray mist or brown mist, that's fine, jumping out, running out of your fingers and your toes, going straight down the drain. It works. I promise you, this works. The more you do it, the better you get used to it. It's just a different language. So just do that, and after you do that for a while, you'll begin to get a sense that you feel centered, that you feel clean, and that you feel connected with your true self. Happens. And you just stand there and you feel this wonderful cleansing of the auric field all around you, and you feel within you this lovely sense of connection to Source. You are connected to Source, Source is connected with you. You are one with Source. There is no delineation. Really, there isn't. So as you're in that state of being, the next thing I do as my ritual is I will program my day. Very, very important. So I'm standing in the shower still, and I'm receiving this beautiful golden light. Coming to the end of that, that's fine. And I will send out a thought. And I will send out a thought by saying, may God go before me and show me the way. So the word God and the word love are two of the fastest vibrational words we have in this three-dimensional world. So that vibration, the frequency of God, the frequency of love is exactly the same. So I'm sending out a thought, may God go before me and show me the way. So I'm sending out that vibration, that frequency all around me, all around my space. So I am sending out that program. I am programming my day, stepping into that frequency and into that consciousness, into that awareness. So all around me then, immediately, because thoughts are things indeed, you will begin to have this higher vibration or frequency. And may God go before me and show me the way. And I also might think also little thoughts of, may love surround me, and may I bring this beautiful light to everybody I come in contact with today. So whatever works for you as far as a saying, as far as a phrase, that's just fine. But you want to make sure that you're bringing up that vibration of energy to a higher level of consciousness, higher level of awareness. It works really, really well. And just an analogy I can share with you, it's as if you go to, when you have this energy field, and you're very much on that high vibration of energy, it's as if you walk into a room. You know, we've all walked into a room sometimes, and the light is way too bright, and we say, oh, please dim that down, it's way too bright. Same thing. There's a natural law of cause and effect. What you give out, you get back. So this is very interesting, because if you keep up and sustain that vibration on a daily basis, this high level of frequency and vibration, you will attract to your space only those beings who are on that same vibration. And now I'm just talking the physical world, the earth world. So all of that, you'll attract only those people in that high vibration. If you sustain this, you keep this up on a daily basis, and you change your energy all around you, you're bringing love to self. Yes? Like attracts like. And you being the magnet that you are, you will attract only that in that vibration. And all those people in your life currently who are not on that same vibration of love for you will slowly drift away, will slowly go away. And you will find very clearly in some time those people in your life who don't truly love you. They might say they love you, but this is a way energetically to find out who's in your vibration, who's in the same frequency as you are, who has the same awareness that you have. So I've seen many a time, and I've often warned many psychics who have done this work with me, when you start empowering yourself, when you start bringing back this vibration of love to self and into the atmosphere and environment around you, be prepared because it'll change your life. It'll change your life all around you. It'll change the people in your life. And I've said goodbye to many who I thought my friends, family members, close friends, relatives, I tell you, professionals. So it's very, very interesting. And not judging it, just a sense of they're not in the same frequency that I'm on. The frequency I'm on is this frequency. So I like that because like attracts like. So I think you start getting into that awareness of the mindset of if you want to do this work and make that commitment, because it is a commitment. I don't think anyone could do psychic work without committing themselves as a life work. It's really what it is. You can do it to certain degrees, of course you can, but you have to realize the responsibilities that go with it. Yeah. So that is something that I want to share with you. So after I program my day, I know that I feel balanced. I know that I feel ready and set for my day. And that's when I start that part of the ritual, that part of my day. And after that, I tend to go outside and walk around the property, if I have a property to walk around with, or I just connect with nature, because I think it's really, really important that we connect with that energy of nature because we're part of that energy as well. There's one force of energy, and it really does go through every living thing. And the moment we get out of ourselves and we connect with another living force outside of ourselves, outside of this, our three-dimensional wall space here in our houses or apartments, we're opening ourselves up to everything.